Hi guys, and welcome back on my channel. Let's compare some basic prices of life in London, British capital, and Los Angeles, a very fancy place in the United States. Let's go. Shall we start from rent? You know guys, let's go outside. The weather is still nice. It's super warm. It's still daytime. But we will be back inside the house. But for now, let's talk about rent in these two gorgeous places. If you've seen my video before, this channel about that apartment in London, to rent it for 1 month will cost you about 3,000 British pounds, dollars here. Plus, the bills will be about 500 additional cost. It includes electricity, water, the internet, Wi-Fi, council tax. So all in all, rent in that place will cost you about 4k British pounds a month. They're calling it one-bedroom apartment, but you don't even have the door to close in your bedroom. It's just a sliding door to separate you from the living room space. In LA, for $2,500, you can get one separate bedroom apartment with quite a big kitchen, quite a big living space, and real separate bedroom with a lot of space in it. Size-wise, the difference is enormous. But what else? To rent anything in London now, your minimum contract will be 2 years. To make it 1 year, and after that rolling contract, you will need to spend weeks and weeks on negotiating. Also, the deposit used to be 1 month, but now there are so many cases where they will ask you 2 months upfront deposit, which is also totally different in LA. As far as I know, you can even rent a place for 6 months. You need to give 1 month deposit upfront, but after that you can just move in and enjoy your life. And after that, if you want to make it 6 more months, feel free to discuss it with your landlord. But when I mention to people here in Los Angeles, okay, again guys, my question, is it the same thing all over the US? But when I'm saying that if you want to get a decent place in London these days, your minimum contract will be 2 years and you will have to pay 2 months of deposit. People are like, what? Really? Honestly guys, the space you're getting in London and in LA, oh my god, this is two different worlds. In London, with the budget of LA, you will get one-bedroom apartment quite far from London city center, or like studio apartment in city center. And with this amount, if we're talking about areas like Kensington or Chelsea, well, most probably you will need to become a horse and learn how to sleep standing, because you will have this much space with like bed attached to the wall, and you can all these crazy sort of things I've seen on the websites, all these rentals, when you have ridiculously tiny place for insane amount of money in a good area, okay, but you can just go there, sleep there, wake up, get claustrophobic right away, leave, and do something else somewhere else. That's the trick. Buying market. As far as I know, for $5 million, you can actually get a mansion in Los Angeles, in California. A mansion similar to this one, the one I'm living now. It's 5-bedroom. It's massive space. The location is superb. You have an outside pool. You have jacuzzi here. You have all this area for sunbathing. You have barbecue, fireplaces. 2 fireplaces. You have massive bedrooms, everyone equipped with a bathroom, and it's all in Los Angeles city center. You're not remote. It's not like 1 hour driving or something. It's quite close to Beverly Hills. In London, for $5 million, you can get not super big, something old in Kensington or Knightsbridge. It's gonna be like 3 bedrooms, not very spacious. If we're talking about modern build, in the building I used to live, it might be 3-bedroom apartment, but 3 bedrooms, and you will have 2, maximum 3 bathrooms to come together with it, but it's going to be 1 floor only with floor to ceiling windows. You will also have, like here, indoor swimming pool, gym, co-working area, but you will have to share it with other neighbors. Guys, it's uncomparable. And having this spare amount, guys, I really wish you all to have this spare amount of money, 5 million, to spend on your house, and I wish it's going to be the only problem you have in your life, where to choose this house, where to spend this $5 million. I wish you all of this, guys. So having the same budget, living in Los Angeles and in London, honestly, here you will get much more from your investment. Transportation, and very, very, very interesting question. Honestly, for all time I was living in London, I didn't have a car, because living in London you don't really need a car. You're commuting during weekdays, you're using Tube or you're using Uber, and it's more than enough. During your weekends you can just rent a car and go somewhere outside the city, or you can train it. You can take a train, it's up to you. For now, when I need to go to Santa Monica, to the beach, or to Soho House, I'm Ubering. I'm taking Uber to go there, but next time I'm coming for a month, I'll definitely rent a car in Los Angeles, and I will let you know exactly how much it costs me. But for now, transportation-wise, in London, you can absolutely rely on public transport. Absolutely, you don't need to have a car if you live in London. In Los Angeles, you do need a car. You have a lot of parking space here when you need to go downtown to meet your friends, or when you need to go to Soho House, for example. For me, you need a car, and also to go to Santa Monica for a day or for the weekend, or travel around, or just go from Hollywood Hills to Beverly Hills. Next time I'm coming, I will definitely have a car. Guys, honestly, I'm not sure that public transport even exists here. I saw some buses, I never tried them. Lots of people actually told me that they are not reliable at all. Metro, I don't know how it works. Again, I was lucky enough to live in a very strategically good location. So please, guys, waiting for your opinion about public transport in LA. If you lived here, or especially if you currently live here, how often you use public transport, how good it is it safe, especially evening time for the girl alone? How do you feel about it? Let's talk about party culture right now between London and Los Angeles. London party culture equals alcohol consumption. Starting from Thursday, definitely Friday, Saturday. Friday after office, people going to the pub, having drinks, and to the point that some of my colleagues could not even walk. Yeah, British style of drinking, binge drinking, how it's called. I'm so happy this culture is not existent in Los Angeles. It's another vital thing why I'm considering moving here. Example, it was Thanksgiving a few days ago. I invited lots of guys, and I was buying non-alcoholic wine and champagne. I was like, how people would react, and you will not believe it. Lots of my guests came to the house with non-alcoholic booze, beverages. In London, if you go out, party, it's usually something what's happening outside your place. People usually going to the restaurant, then they're going to the club or to the bar, to the cocktail bar. They're staying till very late, coming back home at about 3 a.m. And usually, in most case scenarios, people feel super hangover the next day. Here the situation is totally different. Thanksgiving, we started party at 12 from barbecue, lunchtime. After that we waited for dinner. The guys were cooking turkey for about 8 hours or something. But by 10 p.m. my house was deserted. Everyone left. Everyone went home. 10 for Thanksgiving, one of the biggest celebrations, as far as I understood, in the US. No one got drunk. People left in good mood at about 10. You know the only person who got drunk and who woke up with a massive hangover the next day, one of the guests, guess where he was from? From Liverpool. Many people also ask me about medicine. Let's compare medicine in London and in LA. Guys, as far as I know, in LA, it's gonna be a short story. I'm not familiar with medicine here. This is the question from me to you. How medicine works here if you're not feeling well? Are you going to the doctor? What sort of insurance you have? I'll tell you what's happening in London. Well, before Brexit, when we had enough staff to support all the patients in the clinics and the hospitals, you go into your GP, usually your visit is free, but the only medicine you can get is paracetamol or antibiotics. Choose your pill. This is free medicine healthcare I personally faced in England. NHS, free services, also there is dental care. Guys, I had my experience with dentist, government, probably, how it's called, free dental service back in 2018. Since then, I hope it changed. But you know what they offered me? I needed a filling in my tooth, and they told me that the only option I can get is like black filling to go inside my tooth. For the white one, I need to pay extra. I was like, okay. Since then, guys, I don't use healthcare in England. In London, me personally, I do only hygiene in the only clinic I love and I trust. If I need any additional service like filling or root canal, anything, I'm going to Rome. The prices are like twice cheaper than in London. I have an amazing doctor. I was about to lose my tooth in London. I went to the clinic and they told me that I urgently need an implant, which was £3,000. Went to Rome to this doctor. He told me, no, just root canal and we will do everything nicely for you. Costed me about €700, but £3,000, €700. Feel the difference. By the way, what about dental services here in Los Angeles? People here tend to have really good smiles. I really love it. Are they all doing it here locally? Please let me know what are the prices on dental services here in Los Angeles. I'm dying to know this. Overall atmosphere. Well, guys, this is like, it depends. It depends on your personality, it depends what you want from your life, but let me share my own experience with you. First of all, because it's sunny, I feel full of energy and I feel happy every single day here in California, in Los Angeles. In London, especially in October, November time, when it's constant rain, wind and all this misery, honestly, I started getting depressed this year. But again, this is only my opinion. People here, they're really smiling all the time. I go jogging in Los Angeles, in my residential area. Everyone I'm meeting on the street, good morning is a must, smile is a must. People in London, they don't talk to each other. You will hear good morning from your neighbor, from the person you know. Well, the culture of small talk exists in both places, but in London, your small talk, when you're waiting in a queue for your coffee, it will be all about the weather, and after that complaining about the weather, about the government, about overall situation, and all this, sarcastic jokes about something, all this witty sense of humor, and conversation will be about something else, random subjects, weather or... Here the vibe is totally different. Here people really giving each other compliments. I know that many people calling it fake, but I find it quite genuine. People just making compliments for the way you dress, for the way you look, for the way you talk. I really love this trend. I enjoy this little thing about living in Los Angeles. Grocery shopping. For me, food is not just a fuel. It's not the way to save my money. It's the way to invest in my health. And in places like Whole Foods and also Year One, you have an amazing selection of pre-cooked meals, and they really taste natural. The ingredients are so fresh, some soups and some main dishes. Honestly, I don't think I would cook better at home. What do you think about this approach? Please let me know. Because again, don't judge me. In London, I used to go to the same Whole Foods in Fulham, but there is nothing like this. This size-wise, it's much smaller than here in the center of Los Angeles. And there is no all this pre-cooked food selection like I have in Los Angeles. Nothing like this in London. And the prices, I'm sorry guys, but London is more expensive than the same stuff here in LA. All in all, rent-wise, basic grocery shopping, transportation, I would call LA much cheaper than London. The winner is Los Angeles. Thank you so much guys for being with me again. Stay safe, be happy, and as our tradition goes, I will see you next week, my darlings, and I love you so much, you know this. Love you, love you. See you next week. Bye. You don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy.